After Nina's passing, it had an impact on so many of us personally, who knew Nina, who worked with Nina, who loved Nina, who learned so much from her. These are people across the agency, right? I mean, you don't work somewhere for 24 years and not have an impact, not just in your own area, but throughout the agency. And so we were trying to figure out how do we memorialize her properly? And it was much more about just making sure that we honored her, because that's extremely important, and we wanted to do that, and we owe that to her. But it was also, how do we do more than that? How do we keep her spirit with us? Her philosophies and so much of what she believed are so important to the work that we do here, and how we take care of ourselves doing that work. And so we really wanted to make sure that we honored her properly, but that we also memorialized that and continued that here at the agency. So when we talked about this at a board meeting, and I talked to the board about Nina's passing, we brainstormed and basically we said, you know what, we're gonna authorize you, David, to work with the staff to come up with a proper way to memorialize Nina at Children's Friend. And I just asked people, if you're interested in helping me figure that out, come forward. And a group came forward.
She was my supervisor, and then she became my friend. And I learned so much from her because her clinical skill, the way she advocated for the children, for family, was amazing. So I learned all my clinical skill. I learned it from her, and she all the time cheered me up. She teach me how to see things, how to assess family.
She was always very positive. No matter how hard the situation was for the family, she always found something positive. The one little thing, and went with that, and empower parents and give them positive feedback. And we taught the same thing to our families because that's who she was. I would be like, I don't feel like I'm making progress with this family. And she's like, you're there every week. They're opening the door. That's the progress. You're still getting in. So the fact that you're still in the home, that's the positive. So she always taught us to think that way.
She always been positive and gave me like, you value, you're smart, you're beautiful. I'm like, okay, thank you, Nina. So that was something that I always take from her.
She was just the type of person, she was always talking to us about, taking time for ourselves and being aware of what our bodies was telling us. Because, if we had like a stressful day or something, she'd be like, oh, take the time and breathe and realize, okay, why do you think this happened? What do you think is happening that this is causing this? Because we have cases that can be a little challenging, and then when you're there and it's like, you sit back and you reflect on it and you're like, okay, maybe, I could have done it this way, but I am who I am, so I gotta take the time to just breathe and understand that, I did the best that I could.
What do I hope comes from this? I mean, I just think the opportunity to help staff, including myself at times, get to a better understanding of yourself and the place you're at and the impact that it has on people is incredible. And I think we can do that, every single day. And the more we can understand that, reinforce that, educate people about it's not only needed, it's actually okay to do that. We want you to do that because it makes you better going on. I hope in 10 years that people understand that at Children's Friend, we want you to work really, really hard, and we want you to dedicate yourself 100% to families, but you gotta take care of yourself and you gotta take care of your family too. And it's important to do that, and Nina wanted it that way. And I think that would be an awesome legacy for us to have.